This is Al Durham, and I'm giving thanks to Mr. Sharling for this service of the recording this evening. I'm looking forward to a great year with the WHO class.
This is Margaret Turner speaking, and we're happy to be here this evening and have this recording made. Bob is in Cuba, and George is in school in Fort Wayne. There's several members of our class who aren't here. We were in hopes Mr. Lynch would be here to put on record my favorite poem that he writes on my wife's pet dog.
This is Don Turner, and we've had a grand time this evening here in the class meeting. Sorry we missed so many, but they were attending the first basketball game of the season. Wayne High School and Union City in the first tussle of the season. And we do want to remember, especially Ruby Current and Mrs. Ray Marshall. Sorry they couldn't be with us tonight, and a lot of others. But we got a grand quartet here that we really want to give the works, and we got Mrs. Ray Bupp leading off here with Mrs. Don Turner and Al Durham and Kenny Sipe, and Mrs. Bechtold is going to accompany them on the piano. And they're going to sing God Be With You Till We Meet Again.
God be with you till we meet again. Christ come to guide uphold you. With His sheep securely hold you. God be with you till we meet again. Till we meet, till we meet at Jesus' feet. Till we meet, till we meet. God be with you till we meet again.
I am Barbara Wright, President of WHO class of the Methodist Church. We are gathered here this evening for our class meeting. There are 23 present. Mr. Durham has been elected for the following year. Mrs. Ray Bupp will sing. I will sing a Thanksgiving hymn. We are gathered together. We gather together to ask the Lord's blessing. He chastens and He does His will to make known. The wicked oppressing now cease from distressing. Sing praises to His name. He forgets not His own.
Hi, I am first grader.
This is Howard Wright. I work at the body shop. The body shop is temporarily down, but we are building around 500 chairs at Plant 2.
I'm Alice Sipe. I'm acting secretary tonight for Mrs. Brown. I'll have to take this book over for next year. The Sipeses are still going fishing. We have 2 girls now. Don graduated the past year. Cynthia started kindergarten, and Shirley's a year and a half old.
Inside, we are now beginning to live in our new residence at 437 Walnut, purchased from Pet Rittenauer in February 1949. Union City is now in the middle of a storm sewer project in all parts of the west side. All our basements should be kept dry after this is completed.
Mrs. Durham speaking. We moved from Cincinnati to Union City. We are liking it just fine. I'm a grandmother now.
Greetings from your new president, Al Durham.
I'm Mrs. Fred Leisinger, and I'm very proud to be a member of the ME Church of Union City. We have recently installed a new organ. In fact, the date of installation, I believe, was September 12th. It is truly a thing of beauty.
This is Mrs. Ed Zimmerman speaking. We recently moved here from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I am the proud grandmother of twins.
And this is Ed Zimmerman, manager of the Packard Agency. Ask the man that owns one.
I'm Lucille Ashley. I live at 922 West Division Street. I have 3 children, Beverly and Foster, and Donald, senior this year at the West Side. Barbara Lee is a junior.
I am Leland Ashley. To tell you a little bit about Sunday night, a group of 51 MYF went to Bluffton Sunday to put on a model MYF service for Reverend Kaufman up there. We're still working and looking forward to better things.
Mr. Ashley, you slipped one in ahead of me here to Bluffton. This is Mr. Leisinger talking. I slipped up a little bit ahead of him and heard Reverend Kaufman. He was our pastor here for the past 5 years, and I enjoyed his sermon very much.
I'm Mrs. Carl Banno, better known as Just Plain Ruby. We live at the corner of Hickory and High Street. Our church remodeled our parlor and kitchenette in the past year or so, and our son Harold, who is in his second year at Ball State, made the formica tops for the cupboards. We're quite proud of it here at the church.
This is Carl Banna, president of the youth department here at this church. And by the way, we have celebrated centennial here in our city just a month ago, which was quite an affair.